Action returned to Moncton today. Paul Jones met him.
Good girl.
Phil Grimmer has trained tracking dogs for years. He volunteered to go to Soviet Armenia and search for surviving victims of the December 7th earthquake. He arrived back home today, and he paints a picture of total devastation. Almost every building was severely damaged or destroyed. Official Soviet estimates put the dead at about 55,000, but local numbers the Grimmer heard are much higher, up to 150,000 killed. One mayor said 90% of the population of his town died in the quake, and the shell-shock survivors are unwilling to leave their dead and missing relatives, but afraid to go back inside the damaged buildings for shelter.
I mean, we're minus 10 degrees, and people sitting on the bench with nothing but a little park fire. You know, so I mean, they're hypothermic already, and plus they're in shock, and they're going to die. They're just going to die.
He watched all sorts of opportunities to help wasted because of poor organization.
They did everything they could do for what they knew how to do.
After 28 straight hours of searching, the Canadian crew pulled out. There was little else they could do. Grimmer feels he's done some good, but with all the confusion, he'll really never know. In Skudut, Paul Jones, Atlantic Pulse.
Teams in the quake zone have reported that so far, almost 5,400 survivors have been pulled from the wreckage of the cities and towns in northwestern Armenia. The rescue workers, already struggling with organizational problems, may soon have to contend with bad weather.
Shabby construction, that's why, but other questions were tougher. The tragedy has spotlighted the Soviet Union's shortcomings, industrial, medical, economic, and most of all, political. Distrust of the government is so intense that many Armenians believe orphans from the earthquake will be taken away to be Russianized.
Reports that stricken cities would be bulldozed over to prevent an epidemic. Yesterday, it was announced that 60 survivors had been found in the previous 24 hours. Soviet officials now estimate the quake killed 55,000 people and left 500,000 homeless.